Mic check. Any mics in the chat? No, I'm just kidding. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm so freaking excited. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Congratulations on getting 4 sparkles. Welcome in, Dank and Rachel. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. Uh, welcome in, everyone. I'm so freaking excited to show you guys. I don't even. Okay, hold on. Let me turn on music because I'm going deaf. Hee um, I'm so freaking excited for today. Um, 12 hours left on the timer to be Travsy like we did our wife for Frayne. Now we wait until like 2 hours. How about we just don't trap me at all? Thoughts? Let me resume my little timer. I just went deaf from that. Sorry. Um, Adjust my audio stuff. But if we do that, Zay, then we aren't fully supporting your want to be a full-time voice actor. You guys are supporting me enough. Welcome in, the Real Riles. Welcome in to the stream. And thank you for the follow earlier. I saw you sneak in one today. Oh, Rachel, huh? I refuse. Subathon will never end. I would like it to end at some point. It's kind of. I'm running out of. These are like my last ideas for goals. Okay, so it has to end at some point, please. I don't have it. I don't have more. I'd have to come up with more stuff. Okay, but I am super proud to present the news. I've already told you guys that I'm in a game, but now it is actually they've put it up, you know? Now it's released. Because there's a lot of voice acting projects I'm in, but not many of them are released. And this is a freaking game! I'm so excited about that. Not only is it a game, but it's actually one that that I'm actually interested in playing, you know? Um so Outlawyer, that's the game name. You can check the pinned. Um But Outlawyer is a visual novel. They've recently released chapter 1. So it's set in purgatory during World War One, and you take on the role of Ned Kelly, a former Australian outlaw turned lawyer, and the fallen angel as I'm butchering that. They'll say it in game though, because they have voices. um okay, I have to go for real though. Class starting. Yeah, good luck in class, Rachel. Thanks for dropping by. Um So, we're helping save souls from eternal damnation and uncovering a mystery of biblical proportions. But I don't know exactly what that means. We're going in raw. We're going in completely raw. And I'm so excited. Xana game means I buy the game in Bullion game. Yeah, I think my character dies low-key. I'm not completely sure, but based on the 2 lines they had me read, I think I die in it. But that's okay. I'm excited to die, you know, in the game, in Minecraft. I'm so excited for you, Zay. Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited too. Let's pull it up, okay? And pause my music, because they have music. So freaking excited. From the screenshots, it seemed, well, first of all, the screenshots, the art, amazing. I really like one of the characters so far. They have like pink hair. I don't know them that well, but look, they have pink hair and they're super cute, and I'm so freaking excited. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop yapping and we'll just get into it. I don't know where I am in the game, but that is okay. We might have to turn it down a little bit loud. Okay. Start. Hi, Callie Pop. Welcome to the stream. Actually, wait. I might be in the intro potentially.
Out of your beds. You're being transferred.
What is the matter? My family is trying to sleep.
I'm so tired. Can't we do this tomorrow?
Don't bother asking.
Wait, that's
Dad
me!
won't answer you.
Wait, that's me! Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I was right. I am in the intro. Oh my god, wait, that was me! Wait, can I just replay that for the rest of my life? Oh my god.
Mama, what time is it? I want to go back to sleep.
Come, children. Let us just do what they say.
Move.
Oh my gosh, wait, that was me. I'm starstruck right now. Zay, also known as Girl B. Yeah, they gave me a name when they messaged me. They're like, your name is Olga, and they had a last name. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for the sub, Riles. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, we are following. You do not need to force us.
God, please protect us from whatever may come. In the name of the Father and the Son.
Papa, what is happening? Are we going home?
Shh. Let us
For now,
just
Girl
follow
B
what
it
they are
is.
saying. Do not worry. We are just being transferred to another place.
I will take Girl B. I will be Tree 7 if I get a line in the game, you know? I will be whatever they want me to be, you know? Girl B, Tree 7, Rock 3, you know? Whatever
Okay,
they want.
Papa, but I'm still tired.
I'm sure it will all be over soon.
Why have you put us into this room? What's going on?
Sorry, every time I hear myself, I'm just gonna scream. Oh my gosh, wait. I think that might be... I don't remember how many lines I recorded, but it might have been those two, just those two. But, oh my god, I'm in a freaking game! In the beginning, you know, we are locking in the people that play this game.
Hush, Olga. Do not bother
There's
them.
the name! See? There's the name. I told you, I have a name in this game. I wonder if they gave the other ones names too.
All of you, stand over there.
What? What is going on?
Mama? Papa? I'm scared.
Zay, Girl B, Tree A, Rock 4, Sumaya. Don't get my hopes up like that, okay? Don't raise my hopes up too high or I'll start like... I'll explode. Literally. I'll explode.
Thank you for your cooperation, but you have not been brought here to be transferred.
Oh shit, are we dying? Are we dying right now?
Nikolai Alexandrovich, in view of the fact that your relatives are continuing their attack on Soviet Russia, the Ural Executive Committee has decided to execute you.
Oh shit, I knew it!
Your sentence is to be carried out immediately.
Wait, what? Please, can you repeat?
Oh, oh shit, I told you guys we freaking died based on my lines. Oh my god! I'll die 1,000 times if it means I gotta be put in a game. They already done such. I'll freaking take it, you know? At least they didn't do dirty like Yuno's. Like with Yuna's song in that one pic. Yuna's song, huh? Yeah, we already died, but you know, it was so worth it. So worth it. 1,000 times over. I'd do it again. All I did was get out of bed and ask questions and then get murked. It's okay. Gonna send in memes? Okay, okay.
Where am I? I'm on a boat? I can see the sky is overcast. The light shining through tells me it must be morning.
Oh my god, this is so pretty. IMDb credit update. Girl B updated to plot device. Thing 1. Plot device 1.
My eyes. Why can't I grab a hold of anything? It is as if I've woken up from a very long dream.
I think they recently, so they had the demo out originally, just the demo out, and then they recently released chapter 1, which is when he messaged me and was like, this is when it's coming out, like, have it, do be downloading. So I think they updated the UI. I don't know what it looked like before, but It's really nice right now.
It seems I'm at sea somewhere. Though I don't recall how I ended up here. I was inland earlier. I'm sure of that. Wait. Earlier? What happened earlier?
I think
I remember
everyone died.
some soldiers.
Yeah.
My family was there. And there were loud bangs.
Fireworks for sure.
Were those gunshots?
No, fireworks. Fireworks. You know, it's all fireworks. Don't worry about it. They're safe and sound. Just had a great 4th of July. Actually, I guess they don't celebrate 4th of July. Thank you for the follow, Rose Garden Rin. Welcome to the stream.
I was cold at first, but then there was this unbearable heat on my body. There was loud screaming everywhere. Was that just a dream?
Yeah, sure.
What is that?
Oh my god, what is that?
It's a massive tower. The biggest I've ever seen.
Wow.
Am I truly awake?
Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Improv. Lions are lions, Ra. Yeah, indeed, lions are lions. We have already been killed off. We're 15 minutes into the stream and I've already been killed off. It's okay. We take those. Welcome in, Improv. How you doing today? Oh, let's go. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm glad you're good. I am Cloud 9 right now. Or Cloud Purgatory right now. In game. Actually, where... She's not. I don't know where his family is, but this guy's in Purgatory.
Is someone there?
G'day, mate. Had a nice nap.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Love the helmet. Hello, welcome to the stream, Spider. How you doing? How you doing today?
Ah! Who are you? What is going on here?
Hi, Rin. Welcome to the stream.
Easy now. No need to panic. We're all friends here. Name's Edward Kelly. Good Katani. But you can call me Ned.
Oh yeah, that's our main character there. Hey, is it Zelachi? I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
What is that thing on his head?
He has a bucket on his head.
Does everyone look like this here? And what was that about being an attorney?
Your attorney looks like this. Run. No, I'm just...
He speaks English at least. But that accent. Where are we?
This is good art. This is solid art design on him with the... It's just clean, you know? I brought people. I appreciate it, Riles. I really do. We already got murdered off in our lines, but that's okay. Now we're locked in for the game.
I have no choice but to talk to him and understand what's going on. Ahem. Greetings, Mr. Edward.
His
or
mustache
Ned,
moves
as
when
you
he
prefer to be
talks.
called. I am Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov, though you may call me Nicholas. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That is a handful of a name. Hello, I hear too. Welcome in, Grizz. I think, yeah. Welcome in. How you doing today?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Nicholas.
What is that accent, actually? I'm not familiar. Oh, thank you for the follow, Spider. I appreciate
Now,
it.
let's get down to business then. How much do you remember about who you are?
It sounds familiar. I don't know why the accent is going over my head.
Because some
Thank you for the
folks,
follow,
they can
Zelachi.
get
I
temporary
appreciate it.
amnesia from the stress of what they went through.
Oh yeah, we had Ned is from down under.
How much do I remember? Well,
I remember exactly who I don't remember anything. Could you tell me, please? I just remember my family seeing the fireworks, so.
all I remember is my name. Everything else is blank. I don't even know what year it is.
Oh, hey Zay, hey Riles, what's up?
as expected that. Here's a little refresher then.
Yes. But yes, news.
It's now July 1918.
Okay.
Born 1894, you, Nicholas II, were Emperor of Russia. But he recently abdicated due to political difficulties.
That's certainly one way to put it, yes.
Before being brought here, you were living under house arrest with your family. That took your memory.
Yes. I'm starting to remember now. I was Emperor of Russia. Then the war. And the abdication. It's all starting to return to me. Well, that settles the
Really?
issue of my past.
What?
Now I must know the present
Wait,
issue.
Riley, are you
What
serious?
is going on here? Where
Wait, are
am
you?
I?
I'm so sorry. Outlawyer, wait. Are you? Wait, huh? You can't just do that. Why, huh? What do you mean? What? For those of you who don't know, Riles or Riley here, she is the writer of. What do you mean? What do you? Sorry. She is well, really, like everything of Strange Drive Studios, but she is the writer of Twilight is a Beautiful Hour. She's making a podcast. She's making a podcast right now. What do you mean? Don't I have to do like line reading? Official notice in the Twitch chat? I know. What the heck? What? Wait, what do you mean? I wanted to wait till you were on stream to tell you. What? That's crazy. What? Seriously? This is too much going on right now. First, I get to show off that I'm in a freaking game, and then you just come in and. Oh my god. Wait, don't I have to do like more line reads or something? Isn't there like. What? That's great. What? I don't. This is too much emotion and feeling stuff for me. I'm just like, did we break it? A little bit, yeah. I'm like flustered. I'm not sure if I should like start crying or something. What? I'm so flustered right now. What do you mean? What? Ryan, why would you do this to me? What? Congrats. Thank you. What the hell? What? You should read our voices in TTS. Oh my god. What the Riley, you can't just bring this on me right now. I can't. This is too much right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. My like face is so red right now. I'm trying to calm down. God. It's a role I really wanted. Like out of all the roles I've been auditioning and all the projects I've been going for, like this was one that was really up there. Very happy for you, thank you. It's officially in the cast and now I see that. If I look at the ping, I'm gonna like burst into tears again. What the fuck? You can tell your followers about it if you want. Oh yeah, I was planning on it regardless, but Jesus Christ. I told people about this game that I'm in and they were like, I wanna go in and bully Zay. Like, my character is already dead. She's already been promptly bullied, trust me. But oh my god. 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 I can't. Yeah, I can't. What the breathe. Must remember breath. Okay.
I recall
my
me
God.
and my family
Thank you
being
so
brought
much,
into a
though,
room.
Riley.
And then-
Seriously.
Something happened. and I woke up on a boat.
Breathing isn't going to be important for your role. Breathing's important in general, I believe. But correct me if I'm wrong, right? God, I can't believe you, Riley. I can't believe you'd come in here and do that to me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, though. This is like, today has just been amazing. First, I get to play a game that I'm freaking in, and then next I get to know about, I get casted for your project. I'm so happy right now. Oh my god.
I remember a marble-like white tower stretching up and out of view. That is where we are now, yes?
Thank you so much, Riley. Also, welcome in, Rascal. You just kind of slipped in, didn't you? Let me give you a little shout out. Raz plays a lot of COD. He recently made his stream return for anyone interested in. For anyone interested. How you doing, Raz?
You're an educated man.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you can figure it out on your lonesome. Care to take a guess?
Hell. Oh. Did I die?
More and more is coming back to me. Me and my family were attacked, and I woke up on a boat in the water. This means...
We must have escaped and went on a cruise. This is the only logical explanation. Congrats, Zambi. Cast as Suraya, Kiyomi, and Twilight is beautiful art. Thank you so much, Riley. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I thought I had to do another read though. I thought I was still auditioning. Oh my god. Isn't it a beautiful hour right now? It really is. Oh my god. It's a wonderful life right now, you know? I'm doing good. I appreciate the shout out. I saw the notice as I joined in and saw you were playing the game you're in. Did I miss you already? Yeah, my character was already killed off in the beginning, but that's okay. We're locked in. Now we get to watch my character is a father right here, Mr. Nicholas. We gotta watch him for a little bit.
Oh no.
Fuck, it's okay. I could have postponed it a little bit because I was fairly certain I'd be in the intro, but I was too excited to see myself, you know? I wanted to hear your voice lines. It's okay. They'll be in the VOD. Or, if you download Outlawyer, I'll also be in the intro in that. You literally, like, you just go... I'm Girl B in the intro, so look out for me. I'm also Chair 1 here, you know?
It's right.
And Super Ryan. W plug? Yeah, thank you. Not sponsored, but I am in a friggin' game, so I'm gonna throw that like literally everywhere. It's gonna, as I said in your stream, it's gonna be my personality for the next 5 years. For real.
It was no nightmare. You and your family were killed.
Yup. Me, that's the family.
This right here, you've been ushered down to the sticks and into the afterlife.
I love his. Oh, I think this is us, like our main character. We play as him.
No. No, that can't be right. I'm clearly as alive as you are.
You sure catch on
Ooh,
quickly,
that's a
mister.
scary expression.
We're both corpses.
You can't be serious. I'm dead? I'm really dead?
Oh, that's good. And now I get to admire everyone else's voice work because I originally auditioned for Azriel, who I think is one of the assistants maybe in the game. But we get to see all the amazing voice actors they chose for this game, and I'm so excited.
That was really it? I was killed? This can't be real. This is impossible!
Take it all in, mate. I know, it can be a lot. Especially if you weren't expecting it.
I'm dead. I'm really dead. I can't...
He really put his all into it, and we love him for that.
That's then... Then I've died, and this is... This is what? Heaven?
Bold to assume we'd go to heaven.
I wish. This here is purgatory, and your trial's about to start.
Purgatory?
Oh wait, so
I'm not terribly familiar.
I think we get to decide his fate as his lawyer, and we get to decide if it goes to heaven or hell.
Guess they
Potentially.
don't teach that where you're from. Do you want the long version or the short version?
Please explain. Okay, I'll choose this one so he talks more. Please explain to me every single thing in excruciating detail. I wish there was like a fourth option, like summarize it in 10 words or less.
Alright, you asked for it.
Okay.
Purgatory is essentially the intermediate plane between heaven and earth. Think of it like the middle place for folks not good enough for heaven, but not bad
Oh.
enough for hell.
Oh, okay.
If your heart's pure, you jump straight to heaven, and that's that. But if it isn't, you go here to determine if you go to purgatory or hell.
Oh, lovely.
A trial is going to be held about your entire life, for all the good and bad you've done.
Oh, great.
If it's found you're good enough with the possibility of redeeming yourself, you're going to stay in purgatory.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
after spending time in purgatory, if you are found to have redeemed yourself, you can go to heaven. Otherwise, you go to hell.
Okay.
A trial? Who will be attending this trial? Will my family be there to see it?
God, I hope not.
Well, aside from me and the judge, there will be a lot of funny folk. A right unusual sort.
Hi, Ola. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man?
Oh, Lo, I'm in a freaking game. I died in literally the first like 5 minutes of the game, but I'm in a freaking game.
But there ain't nothing to worry about. If you behave, you'll get used to 'em.
Oh, don't worry. I have experience with eccentric people. You see, I know this peculiar monk who is a close family friend, and... Wait! My family!
This is a real family, man.
My children! My wife, where are they?
Your wife and kids won't be there. They have their own journey ahead of them.
I want to know where I ended up. I want to know where Girl B ended up, you know?
I didn't see your family on the water, so they almost certainly went to heaven.
Oh, let's freaking go!
Seems you managed to raise your kids right.
Oh? Are you sure? They really are in paradise?
Have some faith in your family. I'm sure they're already enjoying their time there. Hell, maybe
Oh my
your
god.
wife will find a new man to replace you up there.
No freaking way you just said that. Oh my god.
Please, we would never abandon each other like that.
Well, as long as he doesn't go to hell.
But it is such a relief to hear they are truly in a better place.
Girl B is in hell, I believe it if she's anything like the V. That's crazy, Dank. Hello? Nah, Girl B's running heaven by now, I'm sure. That actually, Jim Milton, the guy who created it, he passed down a note and said that their, I think it was their sound engineer. They said I sounded like Fischl from Genshin in my lines, and I was like, I'm so freaking honored. No one's ever told me that I sounded like someone else before. And to be compared to a professional voice actress, I'm like, oh my god. I can't like, my face is gonna hurt from like smiling so much. Oh my.
How can I see them again? Where do I go?
I guess his only choice would be purgatory and then rising up in the ranks, right?
Easy there, mate. We have more pressing concerns right now.
So it looks like you're getting a new daddy in heaven. Oh god. I don't know. I kind of like this guy. I'll pray for him to go to heaven. But I think they said he either gets purgatory or hell based on the trial. So, and then he might be able to get to heaven, but before I didn't exactly see what his wife looked like, but if my mom's kind of hot, then like We might have to worry about it. No trial, nothing. Straight to jail. Do not pass. Do not collect 200. Man. What about do we still have the railroads at least?
Couldn't take you to see him if I wanted to, anyway.
Oh. I had hoped to see them again.
You might.
And may I ask, what's your role in all this? Are you my guardian angel? Is that why you wear armor?
Yeah, your guardian angel with a bucket hat? Okay.
I'm the farthest thing from an angel. I'm a lawyer.
A sleazeball lawyer.
Think of me as your legal counsel. Like any counsel on Earth. Except I haven't been bribed.
Does he take bribes? You can keep 2 railroads. I'll take it.
I'm here to act in your defense and show everyone what a stand-up fella you are.
It is good to know that I won't be alone in facing this trial. Do not be concerned. I have been a just ruler.
I feel like this is gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Hasn't been bribed yet. Apparently, we're not paying him, so I guess we don't even need to bribe him, really. We need to bribe the prosecution. And I don't know what we have in our person that they'd want, really.
Your job shall be trivial, as my noble leadership of Russia has been ordained by God himself. Although things did take an unfortunate turn at some point.
That may be underselling it a bit.
He's doing it pro bono, how nice. Yeah, what a nice
If
guy.
I may ask, why are you wearing a metal helmet?
He's asking the real questions.
If this is the afterlife, were you perhaps a knight from the medieval era when you were alive?
He's cosplaying.
Well, I did ride horses and go into battle. But I'm no knight. And I'm far from medieval.
He died at a
Only
cosplay
been dead a few
convention.
decades
Wait,
now.
they probably didn't have those back then. What is this, 1918?
Then
Maybe?
why is your clothing so unusual?
For now, let's just say
Oh!
it's a memento from the old days.
Okay, so he has a face under the hat. Okay, I see. We gotta see a little bit of his beard. I did not expect that. I expected him to have like no face under there. It just looks cool, that's why. It does look pretty cool. Intimidates people, really, actually.
Also, you must admit, it's a bold-fashioned statement.
It is. He's really rocking this, actually, genuinely.
Now, this would be the point where I ask you some questions as your legal counsel. Unfortunately, I'm running late today, so there's no time.
No time? Are you sure? I feel that would be very important.
Nikolai II Alexandrovich Romanov.
Oh?
I'm sure.
Yes, that is me. Who is calling?
The courtroom is ready. Proceed to your judgment.
Right.
Right.
So, you ready to go to trial with me on your side? Or will you just give up and go to hell?
What happens if I go to hell? Do I dare? I think they recently added the save function too. Oh, keyboard? All seems nice and warm, right? Okay. Okay. Not interested,
Wait.
sorry.
What?
Okay. Nicholas II proceeded to go to hell forever. The end. Okay. Oh my god, credits! Wait, stop! Stop! Don't show me these. Okay, wait. Okay. I like how it just goes, wait, what? Yep, sent to hell. I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less. Okay. I'm ready.
Don't fret. I read up a bit on your life on the way, so it ain't like I'm going in blind.
This is 10 out of 10 speedrun? Yeah, thank you.
Look alive.
I get it, because he's dead.
Hold on! What am I supposed to do during the trial? Is there something I could do to help?
Sit there and look as innocent as possible?
Don't worry. You'll spend most of it sitting there looking pretty.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let me do the talking. You just observe and learn how good you are.
In that case, I shall pray for you, and for our success. May the Lord have mercy on us.
Mercy?
Why do you say it like that?
Sorry, mate. But for those on trial, the time for mercy is past. Now.
You gotta give me a little more confidence that you're gonna show my innocence and show his innocence and goodness, you know?
Now it's time for judgment.
Oh, judgment time. Okay.
Ah, my eyes! It's so bright!
Oh my god. Wow. Is that the prosecutor? Wow.
What an otherworldly sight! The shapes, the lights. I can scantly believe it.
Hi, Quality. Welcome to the stream. Let me give you a shout out. Womp. We're currently playing. Oh, you were playing Split Fiction. Oh my gosh, I'm playing that with my lady Squeeze VT on her channel on Sundays. Wait, did you get Mio or Zoe on your run? But we're currently playing Outlawyer, and I was casted as a character in the intro. So I was very excited to play this, and I still am. It seems like a very interesting concept, and so far I'm loving that. I'm loving the art and everything. A mystery game? Yeah. So it's kind of like Ace Attorney, but well, not kind of. I guess Ace Attorney or something. So we're trying to prove our guy's innocence here, Mr. Nicholas, and say like he deserves to stay in purgatory and not go to hell, you know? Say no more. Yeah. Dude, if you play it, I have a couple of friends that are interested in playing it because they're like, I want to see you play in a game and say I know you. And I'm like, okay. If you play it, look out for Girl B. That's me in the intro. I get murdered, but that's besides the point, you know? They only released chapter 1 so far, but they have their Kickstarter running for the rest of the game, I believe.
I have never felt so small and insignificant.
Except in the bedroom. I'm always on the mystery game hunt. Yeah, so it says there's a mystery of biblical proportions in their game description. So we haven't exactly hit that part yet, I don't think. We're still coming to terms with the fact that our guy Nicholas here was just sent to purgatory, so I know you love your mystery games.
All
I think you
can
said
do
you were
now
running
is
out of
leave my
games,
fate to
actually.
this strange man I have just met. Godspeed, Ned Kelly.
Godspeed, Ned Kelly. The main character is Ned Kelly. Yeah. I mean, that's our Mr. Nicholas's lawyer.
We are gathered here to judge Nikolai II Alexandrovich Romanov, to determine whether he shall remain or face perdition.
It sounds. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. That's crazy. I love it. Also, welcome in, Aiko. Thanks for giving me your daily drink. Ned Kelly is Mr. Nicholas's lawyer, aka us.
Are the defense and prosecution ready?
This art style is just so clean. He was a real Australian outlaw, that fashioned his own metal armor. Look him. Oh, then he. Oh. I see. Oh, okay. Then they did use real people. Okay, I see. Yeah, they gave him the bucket hat, helmet, and everything. Oh, I don't know if it's.
Ready.
Yeah, this is him. They gave him his little bucket helmet.
Ready.
You can read. I put up a little description. If you do !outlawyer, you can read about it. But this is my level of weird. I love it. It matches your level of freak.
Excellent.
Excellent. Oh, our guy's having a crisis. This is not a pretty... You're not looking pretty right now, Nicholas. You have one job. Sit there and look pretty. Do it. He looks so spiffy and then you see the helmet. It's really funny.
Defendant, are you ready to proceed? You seems to still be quite troubled.
Oh, you must be the judge. I am. It's just... Forgive me. I am still adjusting to my situation.
Your Honor, death came as a surprise to my client. He is still trying to adjust.
It's like Paradise Killer. I don't think I've heard of that one before. But also welcome in, Diabolic.
Gone down beside his loved ones.
Oh my god, that's me!
Of
I was his
course
loved
he can
ones!
appear out of it.
I was his loved ones, I was gunned down. I'm gonna keep mentioning that. I'm sorry. You know, it's my entire personality for the next 5 years. I apologize. Hi Keenan, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? We're doing good. We're just playing, you know, a little bit of Outlawyer. Someone you know might be in the game. Like, might be in the intro of the game. I'm not, you know, just you know, I'm not, you know, whatever. It's just cool like that. Who? Me! Hello? I'm in the intro of this game! Yeah, that's me. That's me. I get killed, because I'm, Nicholas's loved ones, but, you know, in the game, nonetheless.
I am sorry for how tragic your passing was, defendant.
Wanna see? Well, it's gonna be in the VOD, but you can also download the game. I did link it in the pinned message, but if you do ! Outlawyer, actually I'll do it. You know what? Here's the plug. There's the link. It's on itch.io right now. But they haven't been approved for Steam yet, but I'm sure that's coming after the game is actually finished. Oh yeah, I totally know her. Girl B is in the game. You know her? Yeah, you know Girl B in the intro. Sick? I know, it's so cool.
Be not afraid. I assure you, it shall all be over soon.
I like him. He's cool.
With yours truly present.
Oh,
you
he
are
has a
certain to be
skull!
sorted where you belong.
You should have been this guy's voice. You think so? You think I could pull off this? I don't know. Those are big boots to fill.
Thank you for the reassurance, everyone. My heart feels lighter already. I know I should not be afraid, as I have lived a righteous life, loyal to God, family, and country.
God, he's a whole package, isn't he?
Your family is dead, your country is in ruins, and if I'm here, clearly your God is not on your side.
Okay, calm down. Calm down, my guy. No need to
You have
go for
nothing
the
to be
throat.
proud of.
I beg your pardon?
Oh my god.
Not exactly giving him a warm welcome, are you, Satan?
Oh, that makes sense.
Why the need for hospitality? He won't be here for long.
Wait. Satan? Satan himself? I'm being prosecuted by the devil?
Please do not imply that I am
Oh.
the same as that military damned insurgent.
Wow. Love this. His hate. Wow.
To properly introduce myself. Before you stands Satan, August High Prosecutor of the Afterlife, bestowed with the title of the Accuser.
The Accuser. I love him.
All who
Prosecutors
stand before
in
me
these
shall
games,
face
you
their
know?
sins and their consequences.
Okay, whatever you say.
My
Oops, I didn't mean to
deepest
skip that, sorry.
apologies, good sir. I did not mean to offend. I am sure you are an honorable gentleman.
I'd be lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Kinu. I appreciate it. Have fun doing whatever Kinus do.
Nice try. But I don't think being nice is gonna make him go easy on you.
Why not?
Say, why are you walking into this trial yourself, instead of one of your lackeys? Got nothing better to do?
Kinus do many things. This is true. He is a man of many sticks. But right now is Monster Hunter Wild. Good luck on the hunts then. Don't die.
I am here for the same reason I attend any trial personally.
to watch people suffer.
The defendant is so heinous that I must make absolutely sure that they are sent to damnation where they belong.
Oh. I see.
Huh? But I have been a good man. Why come for?
Don't start groveling. It'll just waste the court's time.
Man.
You will see soon enough the kind of life you have lived.
Defendant, if your life is as just as you say, then you have nothing to fear. We shall see if the High Prosecutor's presence is warranted.
Huh. So, the High Prosecutor is here. The bastard of the Book of Job himself. Nothing I can't handle.
Okay, Mr. Ned Kelly, let's see if you can fill those.
For us to review the life
Fill
of
those
Nikolai
boots.
Alexandrovich Romanov.
Okay.
Bring forth the trial's angel of death.
Oh, here we go!
Oh,
This is the role I did audition for.
so the Archangel herself
think.
has graced us with their presence. It's an honor to have you here.
Oh,
The Angel of Death? Is she alright?
you want some of
Don't worry, Your Honor. She, does that sometimes.
that? Is she asleep?
Archangel Azrael, reporting for duty.
She's still pretty.
Are you alright? You were unresponsive for a moment.
Sorry for worrying you, Your Honor. It's just... between the war, the pandemic, and the revolutions, I've been really busy with paperwork. My entire department has. So I've been having trouble finding time to rest in peace.
I'm glad they went with her, actually. She's doing really well.
It's nothing to be concerned about. I can still do my job. It's just now I'm always tired and I sometimes can't keep my eyes open.
Brilliant. And she's so freaking pretty! I think I could cosplay her, actually. If I really wanted to.
Ah, so you have merely been suffering a lack of sleep. I understand.
Yes. Sleep.
Does she sleep?
Such dedication to duty. How admirable.
Oh my god, he's crying.
I hope we don't cause you any further hardship. Though, I am surprised one of your position can personally attend trials. Wouldn't the Archangel of Death be very busy? Shouldn't you send an angel under you?
You got a lot of... what is it? High rollers? In court today?
I've been preoccupied, yes, just like the rest of the Department of Death. But I've graded some trials as being in need of my personal attention. Like this one. It's important that I'm here personally.
This must be a very important trial.
So, even the Archangel of Death sees how important it is that the defendant is put in his place. Good.
His place in purgatory, because we're
Thank
winning.
you for your presence here today, most venerable Archangel Azrael. With the highest prosecutor and the highest angel of death, our cooperation will ensure that justice shall be done. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be working with you.
Mood. Honestly, mood. Me in class.
Hey, Azzy.
Ned, nice to see you.
Oh my gosh, so cute!
Then let us begin.
Born 18th of May, Gregorian year 1868, as the eldest of 6 siblings, Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov is the latest and currently last Tsar of Russia. He married German Princess Alex of Hesse, who changed her name to Alexandra Fyodorovna and had 4 daughters and 1 son. Coronated as Tsar at age 26,
That's me. I was
he
one of the
expressed
daughters.
some doubt about wanting the position. The Tsar conceded to some reforms of his government, but in practice, the Tsar still retained autocratic control of the empire. In 1914, Europe fell into a great war, and Russia, under the Tsar, took part on the side known as the Entente. Under his command, Russia suffered numerous military defeats until revolutionaries forced his abdication and placed him under house arrest. He was shot dead late last night along with his wife and children while they were in exile under the Bolsheviks. and his remains burned.
Lovely. Ned, the coolest, even got a nickname for the Angel of Death. True. He's just cool like that. Ah. One of those was me. I don't know which one
His
specifically.
life doesn't seem too bad so far. These will be useful. I should check them when I get the chance.
As per protocol, this description is just a general overview. More details will be added as they become relevant.
So we got an inventory, we got our log. Oh, I'm stuck in the log. Oh, never mind. Okay.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
A Bloomblood. It has not been long since another passed through here, with that Sultan.
I believe monarchs are in season right now, considering the political climate. With luck, they may soon go extinct.
He seems a little too happy about that. Is that the skull of a monarch that he's showing
You got
off?
a grudge against monarchs? Or just everyone?
Mr. Kelly, I am no misanthrope. I do not harbor malice for all people for their mere existence.
I do. No, I'm just kidding.
But I do hold a grudge against men like him, the Golden Calves. Tell me then, my well-armored opponent, do these adulterous worms not deserve to be brought low, to wither and burn for their insolence?
What do I think, huh?
I think it's not that simple.
You can't just generalize an entire group of people like that. I'm sure there are some who are good, benevolent rulers. That includes my client, of course.
To be seen,
Oh,
but
yes. How wrong of me to generalize such a marginalized and misunderstood group such as tyrants like that. My apologies.
tyrants aren't all bad. Speaking as the tyrant of my Discord server. No,
Though,
I'm kidding. I'm
do
kidding.
start keeping count of where
Don't
these
quote me on
scoundrels
that.
end up. Perhaps the numbers will be better at convincing you. If you actually studied them, you'd know my description of them so far is actually far too charitable.
I really like the way they drew the skull. That's a weird thing to like, but I like it.
I don't think you've been terribly charitable.
Satan has words that would make an anarchist quiver with excitement. That's Satan. Any word out of his mouth, you know. They did good with this character design. Is all I'm saying. We love tyrant. Heck, I don't think I should be saying that.
Let us focus on the Emperor in front of us for a moment, please.
Very well then. I have reviewed his book of
Ooh.
deeds and taken account of all his sins no matter their magnitude from it.
Oh,
Yes, I'd like to bring forth my first accusation.
a sacred record that meticulously chronicles every good deed and sin a person commits in their lifetime. While it captures both virtues and transgressions, only sins hold significance in trials. This particular book belongs to Nicholas II. Okay.
Honorable Court, you will now hear my case for his most blatant transgression. Apparent
Okay.
from even the most cursory glance.
Okay.
He is guilty of the sin of pride of the highest caliber.
Right.
Where many nations of Earth have stripped back their monarch's authorities in recent times, the Russian Empire, Mr. Romanov, has fought to maintain absolute unchecked power.
Still nothing really compared to, you know, putting milk before the cereal, but he's a monarch, kinda implied, right?
In fact, it was barely 13 years ago that the people revolted to wrest the balance of power from him.
A revolution? So there was another besides the one right now?
Yes, there was another revolution in Russia before the current one, 13 years ago.
Astounding. 2 revolutions in barely a decade. Surely there's nothing to scrutinize there.
Right.
Oh, Nick.
But what caused this first revolution? Was there an unpopular law getting passed of some sort?
I feel like this is more complicated than, like, Ace Attorney, because this is, like, people's morality. And not like just what they did and whatnot. This is the intentions and stuff, you know?
If only. No. The cause is an incident known as Bloody Sunday. One of the many tragedies linked to him. I have the file on the incident from the Department of Death on hand if needed.
Yes, please. Bloody Sunday file added. Okay. This has to also deal with history in a sense. Indeed. So you might like it. I don't know. Hey, congrats. Thank you, Rachel, again. Oh, you made for the role in Twilight. Thank you so much. I just so shocked. Riley came in and was really like, I wanted to tell you on stream, and it kind of broke me because I was just like freaking out. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? You come into my stream and tell me good news? How dare you? Because I really wasn't anticipating that, like, at all. I was nervous, you know? Okay. On 22nd of January 1905, more than 100,000 peaceful protesters marched on the Winter Palace to present the Tsar with a list of grievances about working conditions. When the Tsar did not appear, tensions escalated between the protesters and the soldiers. I can read. Fun fact. In what was likely a moment of panic, some soldiers opened fire, killing hundreds of civilians. Oh. Right. That doesn't sound like his fault, though.
The workers of the Russian Empire were some of the most poorly treated and underpaid in Europe. So an Orthodox priest with a crowd of hundreds of thousands organized a march on the Winter Palace to petition the Tsar for reforms and better working conditions. These were loyal citizens of the Tsar. They carried icons of his face on this very march and were looking to him to save them.
Oh.
As they made their way to the palace on that fateful day to ask for help from their prospective savior, the soldiers opened fire.
Not the skull being crushed! Does he just pull more out of his pocket? I liked that one. I mean, if anything, his death was due to many things, but mostly it was viewed that the monarchy was considered corrupt with the appointment of Rasputin as his chief advisor. I see. And then they made a song for Rasputin. I see. I just thought of the U2 song. U2 song.
His man shot innocent protesters? That's horrible. How could he do such a thing to his own people?
I remember that day. A lot of paperwork and distraught Russian immigrants.
This ain't looking good. Better interject before things get any worse. Maybe I should take a closer look at their file that was just submitted.
Okay, I'll look at it again. Let's see. And what was likely a moment of panic? Is that what he's referring to?
Objection!
Whoa! Whoa! Wait, I didn't mean to object, hello?
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We can't fault the Tsar for what happened.
Oh, but he did his little finger guns on the objection. I liked that.
And why would that be, defense?
Simple.
The Tsar didn't order the shooting. Or did the protesters? Orders? They didn't specify that protesters got violent, but regardless, we didn't order the shooting.
The Tsar didn't order the shooting. He wasn't even in that Winter Palace. So, you can't say he was at fault here.
Oh, were we at the Winter Palace? No, we didn't say we weren't in it.
The soldiers opened fire on their own. Probably because they felt threatened by the protesters.
That I do agree with.
That is indeed true.
Oh, he acknowledges it.
Did
Okay.
I not ever claim that the Tsar purposefully ordered the massacre of these protesters?
No, you didn't. I hope he got infinite scroll supply. He must, because there's another one, right? You did not say that.
I am merely giving some much needed context for what comes next. And do keep it in mind when considering the Tsar's actions after this horrific tragedy.
So do we not need to object there?
After the massacre, civil unrest and strikes ran rampant. The people's love of the Tsar had turned to disdain as the world fittingly dubbed him Bloody Nicholas.
Okay, well, we didn't get a strike for that, so I'm assuming we're okay. Funny thing is that Rasputin was made the chief advisor because he was somehow able to stop his son's bleeding from hemophilia. At the same time, Rasputin had a terrible reputation, constantly around a harem of women, spending money recklessly, and whipping out his junk in front. That is lovely imagery. Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I didn't know that. No, the second half of it is certainly something, but the first half of it, yeah, history is wild indeed. Did that reputation continue after he was appointed, or?
To end the unrest, the Tsar signed the October Manifesto, meant to rein him in. Even after all that had transpired, he was so reluctant to sign it that it quite literally took his cousin threatening to shoot himself for him to agree to it.
Oh. Interesting.
Would you care to take a guess what that piece of paper accomplished after the end of the revolution? Please, take your best guess.
Nothing? It turned every month in the year into October. I want to see his reaction on that one. I know I'm saving after every option, okay? This one's for the memes. This one you gotta understand. It turned every month into the year, every month in the year into October.
Hilarious.
Thank you.
But with how these subjects were living, they may as well have been frozen in time.
Okay, so he just, okay.
Because it did nothing.
Yeah, I could have seen that. Still no strike, so I'm just gonna keep this safe going then. Welcome in, Kyrell. Thanks for doing your daily drink.
So
How you
this
doing?
manifesto was meaningless?
It turned them into a pickle. It started Oktoberfest. I think. But
The Imperial Duma, as the new legislative body, was given the right to limit the Tsar's executive authority.
hi, Panda. Welcome
A
to the
right
stream.
he dutifully ignored.
Let me give you a shout out. Boop. Boop, boop. How you doing today? Oh wait. Well, they stormed the palace. Apparently they tried to kill Rasputin over a dozen times, from stabbing him, poisoning him, shooting him, and then finally drowning him after beating him for several hours. Supposedly they cut off his junk and put it in a glass. I see. Potentially well-deserved if he enjoyed whipping it out in public. Among other things, actually, but pretty good. Low-key a little tired, but we vibing. Well, good, I'm glad. Panda, I'm in this game. I died in the introduction, but I'm in this game. That's what matters.
In practice, the Duma, alongside all other promises, were ignored, and he maintained total rule over Russia.
Yeah.
His people marched in the street, carrying his icons and singing hymns in his name, begging him for salvation, only to be massacred, their dying wishes ignored by the Tsar they worshipped.
Isaiah, how are things? Wait, you already died? No, yeah, I already died. I died in the introduction. My lines are in the introduction, and I was shot, but that's okay. Now our father's on trial, you know? Supposedly he was ridiculously endowed. This is not a fact, I'm sure. I wanted to know, I think. Loved that for him? Not the... But he has a banging song, and that's what it's all about. But things are going well. Things are going well. Lots of good news today, actually. Very excited for it. How are you?
The pride it must take to cleave to power after the anger and grief he caused is almost comical.
The pride? I don't know if the...
That is the defendant's true nature. That is who he truly is. Thus concludes my first accusation.
Such dedication to absolutism. What is the prize coming from such a meek individual?
Not exactly a checks and balances kind of guy, is he?
Would a man that experienced not one, but two popular revolutions really be using his power wisely? He clung to power, even as his people begged him for relief.
It's kind of he was ordained by God, right? So, kind of his job as a monarch not to give up.
It
I guess.
does
I don't
seem
know. I
very
don't know.
self-interested and dishonest. There is no question of his intentions after all the tragedy and anger precipitated by his own plans.
Why, thank you, Your Honor. I believe further deliberations aren't necessary. It's time to send him rightfully where he belongs.
We didn't even get to speak, bruh.
Get in!
Whoa!
Reap what you have sown! Face the consequences of your sins!
Okay, buddy. The fall of the monarchy in Russia wasn't exactly a good thing, considering eventually what would happen would have been World War II, in which case corruption and lack of supplies forced conscription on the Eastern Front eventually. Indeed. I'm not much of a history, so I don't know the details of everything. But I do know I gotta defend a client, so... Way to keep calm, Nicholas!
Order! Prosecution, may I remind you that proceedings are not complete.
Yeah, you're jumping the gun a little
Please
bit.
do not try to provide sentencing prematurely.
Seems it slipped your mind that once the prosecution is through saying their piece,
We
it
talk.
falls on the defense to set 'em right.
Yes, sir. Oh, he's... okay.
Do forgive me. It seems I got ahead of myself. It seems I have forgotten the defense's role in this trial. Very well. It's of no issue. His fate is sealed anyway.
Defense, the prosecution has laid out the accusation that the defendant is guilty of the sin of pride in the highest magnitude and has harmed millions of innocents in the process.
I don't know if that's exactly pride, is it?
If you believe there are any mitigating or exonerating factors for this sin, please make your argument.
Of course, Your Honor. A pretty damning accusation in the most literal sense. I'll have to find the moment in his life that may disprove that all he's interested in is power.
Oh, okay.
If I run into a rut, I may need to ask for more details.
Okay. Oh. Megalomania. Megalovania? Anyways, use the scroll wheel or arrows to cycle through pieces of evidence. Choose the relevant article to counter the prosecution's accusation. It was infamous of the fact that the conscripts had to either carry a rifle or ammo because they lacked supplies. It was told that if you see someone die, pick up their gear and use it. Problem was that more than half the— oh god. You had a better chance of surviving by using a sword or a pitchfork over the weapons given by the military if you're a conscript. I see. I guess that makes sense. So we're trying to prove cycle through these ones. Oh, here we go. Let's see. He did not actually want the position, however, he persevered through it. We could say that. We could press? Should we press on everything? Is this like Ace where we should press on everything? I'm assuming so. I'm gonna press
Hold on.
this because I'm sure that that's probably the
What's
answer.
this about expressing some doubts during his coronation? That seems mighty interesting.
It is pretty interesting, yes. It's not common disposition for one of his station. Leading up to his coronation, he was very reluctant to become emperor.
That's a cool book.
Regretting the position. In fact, he was quoted saying, "I am not prepared to be a Tsar. I never wanted to become one. I know nothing of the business of ruling."
Not exactly something you want to hear from your absolute ruler.
True.
To his credit, he gave it a fair go.
Self-awareness is not a virtue if you continue to act as if ignorant.
This self-doubt, how did it progress after he became ruler? He ever get over it?
It doesn't seem like it. It's a
Ooh.
persistent, lifelong fear that never went away. He's been observed speaking with his confidants on the matter across time. Despite his anxieties, he stayed on the job regardless, though it's not impossible he changed far later on.
Interesting.
Okay, so we can press on everything, right? We might as well. Okay. That's a lot of stuff to press on. Oh god. Born 18th of May, Gregorian year 1868, as the eldest of 6 siblings, Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov is the latest and currently last Tsar of Russia. Press.
So, what exactly is a Tsar? Is he also the Emperor?
It's just the Russian equivalent to emperor. It came from the old Roman word Caesar. That got corrupted over time into Tsar. Though
Interesting.
Now that he's abdicated, the title in Russia is defunct.
Ah, right. Oh. I think they've got to voice this one or something. And let me do my take on him. And thankfully, it seems to be staying that way.
Let us hope whatever comes next will be better for the people then.
Okay, he married German Princess Alex of Hesse, who changed, I hope I pronounced that right, who changed her name to Alexandra Fyodorovna and had 4 daughters and 1 son. I was one of the daughters! Oh, maybe they didn't voice everything? How good was his relationship with this family of his?
Very. Unlike to a lot of royalty, he was a model father who treated his family with love and kindness.
Aw, now ain't that just heartwarming? I think, so they released the chapter 1 very recently, like today, I think, literally. So it's entirely possible that they just missed a couple of lines when they were going back and adding them. If only he extended that same compassion to his own people. Seems there's nothing wrong with this domestic life, at least. I can't do Ned's accent. I can do a British one. That's not very right, is it? The Tsar conceded to some reforms of his government, but in practice the Tsar still retained autocratic control of the empire.
Just how much power did he have?
All of it. He had unlimited power with no checks and balances. This was justified as him having a divine right to rule from the Russian Orthodox perspective.
Is there anything in all of existence more disgusting than those who use a higher power to justify their injustice?
You're talking about kings?
Yes, especially of the so-called divinely appointed variety. They claim to be chosen to rule justly, yet all their actions betray this notion. The highest of traitors are so happy in committing treason. The irony of it is worth the punishment alone. But here, there is no divine right of kings. no legion of sycophants to command. They are as low as the filth they once trod upon. Just another rotten pile of meat in the ground.
I see why you came to this trial personally. My client is just the type of person he hates.
Yeah, he seems to have a personal vendetta, like personal whatever it's called. In 1914, Europe fell into a great war, and Russia, under the Tsar, took part on the side known as the Entente. Press. This great war, how did it start exactly?
Well, after a certain someone was assassinated, Austria-Hungary attacked Serbia, leading to Russia attacking Austria-Hungary, leading to Germany attacking Russia and France,
Oh, I hope I didn't skip her voice there. Leading to Germany trespassing Belgium to get to France, leading to Britain attacking Germany, leading to Japan attacking Germany. Wait, they even drew the eyebrow raise. Oh, he's very expressive beneath his helmet. But Russia is part of the good guys, right?
well, according to Russia, yes.
Okay, good. It seems the defense is especially vulnerable to propaganda. Oh, my computer died. Oopsie. Yeah, okay.
How exactly did it lead to unrest? Shouldn't everyone be rallying against the enemy?
They did, at first. But after losing so much, their morale simply broke. And with the Tsar taking personal command, the people easily blamed him.
I feel like he would have been a good Azrael. I think she did it a lot better than I could have. First of all, she has way more experience than me. They did a casting announcement, and she has a lot of different roles, so she has way more experience than me. And I think she did it really well. And I don't mind being girl B, you know? Less work for me. Deservedly, if I may add.
Guess patriotism can only carry you so far.
Okay, he was shot. I don't know why this one's on a different revolver, but he was shot dead late last night along with his wife and children while they were in exile under the Bolsheviks, and his remains burned. Wait, they killed the wife and kids too. Why would they need to do that? Girl B equals foot in the door. Exactly, you get it. First, I start off as Girl B. Next, I am the main role in a game. Easy, right? Next, I kick open the door, swinging.
They want to ensure the monarchy never returns, so they chose to be thorough.
Fair.
An Allied train under the Czechoslovak Legion was getting close. There was a risk of them being rescued. With no more heirs, the Romanov line would end.
It is a disgrace that innocents would be dragged into an otherwise rightful execution. Rest assured, those men will get what's coming to them. I know it.
Those poor souls.
Oh, St. Peter. Bless your heart. Right. Where's my coronation? We did not actually want the position, so choose. Bullseye!
Your Honor, what Prosecutor Satan is insinuating about the defendant is very unlikely.
Oh, and why would that be?
Recall the coronation. There's something interesting our helpful angel at death mentioned. He was reluctant to become Tsar, and had even...
So, he
Oh,
was an
shit.
unqualified coward.
Sorry, I
What
didn't mean...
of it?
Oh. I skipped whatever he said by accident. My bad.
It ain't hard to figure out. If he was so reluctant to become emperor, could you really say he was in it for the power?
Exactly. Yeah, eat that, Satan.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to, like, take physical damage from that.
That's right. He couldn't have been in it for the power. He was afraid of it.
Ah, and her little finger guns. Okay, I get it. Bullet.
No.
Very
He's right.
intense.
That wouldn't make sense.
No, that's impossible.
Good call on the visuals with the the blackout parts.
That's what I was wondering.
This is absurd. If he was so afraid of having power, he wouldn't commit every sin in the book to keep it.
Not about that he wanted to
He is
keep
merely
it.
acting the part of a nervous fool. Would a man who cares little for the massacre of protesters truly be as you say?
It was no act. There would be no advantage to purposefully making yourself seem like a coward. Appearing weak would only make him look unreliable.
You so right.
Only reason he would confess is if he really was scared.
You underestimate the skill these vermin have at selling their falsehoods. Deception is their speciality, ingrained in their very being. Like a scorpion's nature to sting, even if it drowns them, even if what you say is true. Then it merely means the position changed him, whether or not he himself realized it. After all, are you so quick to forget just how far he went to cling on to power? He ignored the October Manifesto, despite it being the perfect opportunity to relinquish a fraction of the power he feared so much.
That's a good point.
For humans, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Tell me then, if his motive wasn't a lust for power, then what was it? Surely he would need a compelling reason to do all of that despite his fear.
Oh. Are you insinuating he enjoyed the constant creeping anxiety?
True. Does the defense have an answer?
Of course, Your Honor. It is possible power corrupted him, but I believe there is a simpler explanation. The only thing that kept him going was, of course,
because he could not reject the job? Or he honestly believed it was his duty? He probably knew how he could step down. Maybe, potentially. I'm saving. Duty. His motive wasn't a lust for power. He would need a compelling reason to do all of that despite his fear. Just to keep his family safe due to the fact that what was keeping their livelihood intact and he wasn't sure he could make it if he lost power. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because he could not reject the job. Because it's literally, yeah, their livelihood.
due to the way the law in Russia works, it was impossible for him to refuse being emperor. He didn't have a choice. He couldn't give it up if he wanted to. And he wanted to so very bad.
You're proposing that he couldn't abdicate.
I didn't say that.
So how did he end up doing it then?
What?
Wait,
What?
what?
The Tsar abdicated his throne upon his return from the front.
Oh, I didn't know this.
In his craveness, it seems he's quite capable of giving up his power when the enemy is at the gates.
Well,
Oh shit.
that's different. That was mid-revolution. Whole system was upended. But during most of his reign, it was impossible for him. Ain't that right, Azrael?
Sorry.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's nothing in the law that's really stopping him from stepping down.
Okay.
He could have abdicated at any time and appointed someone like another family member as successor.
Oh,
No one tells me this before I get into court.
seems I overestimated the strictness of Russian law.
If you yourself, however, want to abdicate
Oh,
your
God.
position of defense, you're more than allowed to.
I'm good, thanks.
Indeed. I advise the defense to abdicate this point.
Go abdicate yourselves. Alright, let me try that again.
Yeah.
The real reason he remained emperor is...
He honestly believed it was his duty. Okay, so they don't have strikes. They don't have strikes, but they just make you feel embarrassed and stupid. That's good. Smash will not elaborate which character. I hope it's Satan, the blonde. I mean, I guess if you're interested in doing it with the
Picture
helmet
this.
man, then
You were born
to
into
each
the
their
royal
own,
family.
right?
And since birth, you've been groomed to be the next emperor.
Also, it was never confirmed that his youngest daughter, Anastasia, was with the rest of the family, so it was speculated that maybe she was smuggled to safety, though it has never been confirmed that she survived. There has been people claiming to be her over the years. Eventually, it led to the Disney movie bearing her name. That's so interesting. I haven't seen the Disney movie Anastasia, but that's very, very interesting. How is it not confirmed? I can imagine someone stroking the bottom of the faceplate. Stop. I don't want to.
Everyone teaches you your family is divinely ordained to rule the Russian people, and you're next. And that's the best way.
Wait, does that mean Zay could have potentially been maybe if I were alive back then, but yeah, but no, I'm just kidding. I am a I don't fit that picture at all.
You can call it naive, but he really believed that he had to be the
Oh,
emperor
my
for his
character.
people. That's what he was taught
Potentially.
all his life.
I think my character was one of the older ones though. Because there was child and then there were the girls. So I think I was older. And Anastasia was the youngest. They could. She's old enough. Okay, bro. They to my face. I'll beat you. No,
He brought his own propaganda.
my character was named Olga, actually. My character did get a name. It just wasn't included in the UI. They did say, I think they said, Olga, shut up, or something like that. And they were saying it to my character, so.
Not how I'd word it, but yes, the people believed in their emperor, and he ruled for their sake. He wasn't after unchecked power, but fulfilling his sense of duty.
And so what? Many a despot has felt they had the best intentions. Does that make their actions selfless? Even in ignorance of their inadequacy?
I don't know about any other evil overlords that strike your fancy, but for a guy who's deathly terrified of the job, he was carrying a cross that he really believed would bring nothing but the best to his people, however foolish it may have been.
I'll do that. I'll say it to your face next time. You wait and see what happens. I'll beat you up.
That's as selfless as you can get.
Ooh.
Why, you
Ooh.
dare to compare carrying a cross to this tyrant's actions?
Shit, he's losing it. His hair's all messy, his halo's breaking. Oh god.
Such blasphemous, insolent, unacceptable.
I must agree with the defense here.
Oh, okay. We got St. Peter on our side.
Based on the fact that they stand, it seems the defendant was acting under the belief that his rule was divinely mandated, which is
Ordained
quite
by
remarkable,
God.
considering how many lingers have used that as an excuse without themselves believing it.
Looks like we can put this accusation to rest.
On the accusation that he is guilty of the sin of pride from megalomania, the defendant is not guilty.
Megalomania. I didn't know that was what it was called.
Instead,
Innocent? Oh.
the defendant is a man who faced his fears to become the leader that his people needed, or that he thought his people needed, at least.
Damn.
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. HIO game, I know what you are. Say it. Back to weird history. Rasputin was a part of sect of Christianity that promoted sin, as it was his duty as a priest to commit sin so that others wouldn't follow his example. Ah, and he was known as the Dark Priest. I didn't know that about that. I didn't know that about him. You're a freak stare. Huh? Damn! But don't worry, so am I. What do you mean? I didn't. This is my first itch game, okay? This is my first itch.io game. And I was browsing. I wouldn't have downloaded itch.io if they had this on Steam, but they only released it so far on itch.io. Itch.io? Whatever they call it. But now that I have it and I'm starting to see some of the games on here, there are a lot of yandere romance games on this on this platform. And I'm not saying, well, I don't normally go for yanderes, but some of these guys are kind of, you know. What kind of games are you playing on it, Hondas?
However,
however,
even though he doesn't have the aforementioned great sin of pride, it's clear his reign is still marked by a variety of sins.
Jokes aside, I'll say goodbye, gummy worms. Okay, save some for me. Hello, preferably the red ones. They're the best ones. But thank you for dropping by, Daz. I appreciate it. Got set down in my notes on saying, "Wow, why are you studying me?" Don't write anything weird like you did for Rachel and her witch obsession. Okay. Don't calm down. You know. Faceplate stroking intensifying. That was Riley. That's not me. Hello. Just put those notes away. Throw them out.
This undermining of democracy, going back on the mandates of October Manifesto, his questionable track record with protesters.
You full on blasted Rachel's witch obsession on stream? We've been known.
His
you
noble
know?
but naive motive speaks to the chance he could be reformed here in purgatory. But he has still hurt so many with his actions.
Listen, this is a witch obsession safe zone. There are a lot of people in chat here that love goth dommy mommies, so like witches are like on the same vein, like same like cousins, you know? Maybe even sisters. So, you know, there's no judgment here. Gummy worms have flavors? Yes. Hello. The red ones are the best. They have goth mommies. See? You just mentioned goth mommies and then people show up. Or Hatsune Miku. It's either goth mommies or Hatsune Miku, and that's how you summon people in my chat. I mean, you can still get whipped by a broom, so there's that. You're very creative. I feel like this stems from something diabolic, that idea, you know? Have you thought of getting whipped by a broom by a witch before diabolic? Let's unpack that in your next therapy session.
As it stands, they are not enough to earn him damnation. However...
Yeah, still a pretty sporty record.
I don't like yanderes. That's not my type. My type are the nerds. I like the nerds. Like Sebastian from Stardew Valley and like who else? Who else can I think of? 707 from Mystic Messenger. I like the goofballs. The nerds, really. No, but I have been whipped by big bamboo chopsticks. Interesting. Spider's Hoyoverse men. Sora has southern voices, really? Interesting. Interesting. These are very interesting notes, yes.
Very well. I shall concede this point. It seems he was no malicious mastermind, but merely a fool in over his head.
I suppose if it's a yandere nerd, then it might be fine. Potentially. Maybe. We'll circle back to that one.
I must concede that his near infinite ignorance has granted him mercy. This once.
Maybe you're the fool. Couldn't have said it better myself. Does it matter what I choose here? his head. Maybe you're the fool. Don't insult my client like that.
My client did his best with what he was given.
Why is Riles exposing all of us in your chat? Good question, really. But Hoyover's man-based. It is my sacred duty. I see. Now you got Sora being like, yanderes are so real. I got it. Hold on. My keyboard's dead, but I'm gonna defend myself. It's not yandere. It's nerds. I like nerds. Like Albedo! You guys have seen my Albedo before, right? My Albedo cardboard cutout. Some Hoyoverse people are cool. This is true. This is true. Nerds are cool, we like them. Nerds is good candy. That's also true. Like Bernice. Bernice. What is Bernice? Ah! Of course that's your type in prob. No. She's cute. I don't blame you. Writes down notes on creating a yandere nerd character. Bro. I can't win. Another question, is there a difference between a dork and a nerd? I suppose. I think dork is more affectionate. Like, I think dork is a more affectionate term than a nerd, you know? I think dorks are cute, you know? I don't know how to explain the difference, but there's a difference in my head, at least. Sebastian, Stardew Valley, what else is Albedo, Genshin. I like smart people, I guess. No? Those are the only people that come to mind, really, right now.
He had big shoes to fill. It's understandable some mistakes happened.
Ah, yes. Just the occasional massacre. Such little mistakes.
Yeah, just a casual little massacre, you know.
But I digress. Regardless, I had thought that this trial would be over before Christmas. But alas, just like the war, we must continue this charade because of insignificant granular details.
Well, because you're spitting wrong facts, my guy.
Sorry, but I can do this all day.
You must be wondering what he actually did with all his power, no? That cross he so nobly carried. Well, now it's time to learn about his wise decision. Your Honor, I would like to bring forth my second accusation.
Proceed.
Now, what is he up to?
Happens
As
to
you may
everyone.
recall, previously I spoke of his want of power. But now, I tell you what he actually did with it. Mass, unjustifiable murder.
Can't deny
The
that.
defendant is a warmongerer who has waged meaningless wars with hundreds of thousands of deaths on his hands. His rule was marked by two
Wow.
devastating conflicts.
That's quite the picture. That is it. Wow, the art.
Both so devastating they individually ruptured the very fabric of Russian society.
More skulls to break. Yeah, he's just going through them like candy.
I
huh?
submit files on both of these conflicts to the court.
Russo Japanese war file added. Great war file
A
added.
warmonger. A man as intimidating as the defendant?
Oops, wrong thing. Okay. The Russo-Japanese war file. A conflict between Russia and Japan over ambitions in Manchuria and Korea. I'm assuming it means. Japan won a series of decisive land and naval battles, most notably at Mukden and Tsushima, where its modernized military defeated Russian forces. This was the first time an Asian nation has defeated a major European power in centuries and caused a great loss of prestige for the Russian Empire in the world stage. Sorry, I'm just rereading it. Okay. Great War File. The current war engulfing the world between the Central Powers, led by Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire, and the Allies, led by Britain, France, and until recently, Russia, marked by devastating new weapons and immense casualties, it has been dubbed by many as the war to end all wars for its scale and brutality. It started in 1914 and is nearing its 4th year. Yes.
Could we perhaps get more details on these conflicts?
Of course. There were 2 conflicts which he took part in. Of course, we all know of the current ongoing conflict enveloping Europe and the world, and the cause of many a mass migration here recently. But before that, he also fought a war against the island nation of Japan in the Far East.
Japan? What could they possibly be fighting about?
Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub, Rez. Well, thank you so much. 23 months. Oh my god, really? Wow. Gonna update the number. Boop. Thank you so much for the sub.
As usual with warmongers, nothing worth fighting for.
A war worth fighting. Wait. A woman worth fighting for? Is that the song? A girl worth fighting for. That's right.
Now, before you get mad at my client for bullying Japan, just remember...
Bullying? Japan? Oh, how adorable. The Russian bear was the one getting bullied.
Wait. What? Russia lost. Thought they were some big, powerful empire.
You're talking to Satan and St. Peter now? Yeah. You know me, I'm kind of a big shot, you know. And our little Ned Kelly kind of a big shot.
So did everyone at the time.
And Azriel. Don't forget her. But she's been kind of quietly spectating most of the time.
The Russo-Japanese War was a catastrophic defeat for the Russians. In fact, it was the first time in centuries that a global European power was not only beaten, but utterly routed by an Asian force. The complete victory of Japan was a huge surprise to international observers. It solidified them as a great power while Russia was reeling with the loss of prestige and influence.
You have your favorites now? Yeah, you know, kind of a big deal.
Though personally, I was more concerned about processing 160,000 reports for the victims.
Jesus.
Astounding. Your client has a long, sordid career of historic failures and embarrassments, and we are still only in 1905.
Such a big deal. Oh, shit. Thanks. You know, just... I have a big lawyer career, you know.
Wait, 1905? Could it be related to the First Revolution?
Keen observation. The people's discontent with that embarrassing defeat was a major impetus for the revolution.
Oh, congrats on the release. Thank you. Welcome in, Mirage. How you doing? Yeah, they released... They only released chapter 1 so far, but I think if they fund their Kickstarter, they'll do the full game, maybe? I'm not completely certain, but... I'm excited. I was so excited. Doing well. Need to get my butt in the booth tonight. Completely understandable. Me as well. I have a couple of projects that I need to send lines in for, but I'm still getting some time in for auditions and whatnot, you know? Zay in a game that has to do with law? Perfect. Feel strong, man. Yeah, I'm in a game that has to do with law. Well, it's kind of like soul law, I guess, and it's complicated. Where's my... I need to plug in my keyboard so I can use it. Hee. She won't... Hopefully Zay remembers us when she makes it big. She won't forget Squig, but the rest of us, I worry. Yeah, very true. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'll remember you guys. Of course I'll remember you guys. Hello? I'll still be streaming. Let me give you a shout out. Boop. You def gonna forget about me? Don't even say that, hello? Impossible. 100% impossible. Yeah, balancing projects and auditions is still not my strong suit. I gotta sing something as the uncle from Gravity Falls. Singing in character hard. I commend you for that. Thank you for shout out. Of course, of course. Granted, Aether, my character died in the introduction, but you know, still fitting that I had anything to do with this game, right?
So, not only does he love starting wars, he is evidently terrible
Also,
at handling
you know what? It's
enough.
fitting that I died at the introduction. That is so like me.
Being a bad commander ain't a sin.
True.
If all this is true, then he is quite a despicable man.
Yes, it's so nice to add to portfolio, and I'm sure you had a nice unalive. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Yeah. Lines are lines. So true, improv. You guys get it. Thank you so much for the follow, music fan. Welcome to the stream. I hope your day's going great so far. Lines are lines, and I will indeed. I will. I'm still debating like how I should, if I should screenshot the credits and put it on my card, or if I should like get it framed or something. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I might not be kidding about the credits thing, but.
But of course, Your Honor. I'd say it's about time we send him on his way.
Do either? How about both? How about I get it printed as like a car sticker? Screenshot the credits, crop it to my name, and then put that on my car. I think flexing game dev credits is cool. I think just saying like, man, I'm in a freaking game is cool.
May we hear
Oh,
the
thank you so much
verdict?
for the follow, Surreal Shrimp. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day so far. Yeah, what is the verdict already?
Prosecution, I understand you are very eager for
Oh,
justice.
right. Riley, thank you so much for gifting a sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Up to... There. We're almost 10 away from the next milestone. If you don't have a spot in the credits next to the great achievements like a degree on your wall, then what are you doing? So true. Riley, hello. Thank you so much for gifting another sub to Enu. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Is 55. Yeah, I want to someday, once I get enough rolls, I'm going to, yeah, thank you so much for helping with the 170 goal. When I get enough rolls, I'm gonna be one of those people that have like a banner of all their characters. You know? It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so exciting. I thought of putting that on my card too. I was like, should I just get like fan art of all the characters I am and just put them all on my card? Get like one big thing for it. That'll be so much fun. Wow, indeed. Thank you so much, Riley. I appreciate that so much.
But please, remember court proceedings.
So you mean to tell me we're 5 away from 175? Yes. I'm actively working on your IMDb. Thank you so much, Riley. Oh my god. I'm still not sure what I want to put on there. Because all I know is Zay is going to be consistently my brand, but the rest of it, like the last same stuff, improv. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting 5. Thank you. You guys, what is with you guys in today's stream? What the heck? I have to, thank you so much. By the end of stream, I'm just gonna be a puddle. I'm just gonna be a puddle that is melted from all the gratitude and honor and like it makes Zay cry time. Stop! They already did that earlier. Riley already made me cry earlier when they announced that I got a role in their project. It's not it's too much, you know? Stop. When you guys get to smash your passive, chat's choice, so quick, someone gift again. Shut up. No, refrain. Please, I can't take it. I'm gonna post the chat's choice of smash your pass. What should we smash our pass? Give suggestions here. You can. Wait. Please vote ones you like. Okay, there's that. Before I forget. Zay fact. Okay, your Zay fact is that I'm actually casted in another game, but they are very, very early in production. Like, they're still making all the game assets and whatnot, but there's your Zay fact. But so, I can't tell, I'm under NDA for the details of the game, but until, like, they actually reveal it themselves, but yeah, that's your Zay fact. I have more lines in the other game than this one, but an honor nonetheless. You know, lines are lines. And I got to work, like, this is the project with like big voice actors in it, so honored, very, very honored. What will be smashed and what will be passed? That is what we are wondering. So that is what I'm wondering. You guys really wanted, when we were doing the Pokemon cuteness tier list, you guys really wanted, you guys kept mentioning smash or pass on all the Pokemon. So, freaking Vaporeon just came up on the list. I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but to each their own. It could be whatever you guys want. Like, you guys are obsessed with bread. We could do bread types or whatever, you know? Just ideas.
I understand the rush. You're scared that if you don't get him as soon as you can, he'll be free.
Ooh.
Ain't that it?
He's scared.
I do not fear defeat. From atop his mountain of victims, my judgment cannot be evaded.
Then, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about from me.
It seems we need to make some additions to the recounting of his life. Please amend the account of his life to have more details about the wars.
Already
Ooh.
prepared, Your Honor.
Okay, Azrael, good for you.
Defense, prepare to make your argument.
Born
Okay.
18th of May, Gregorian year 1868, as the eldest of 6 siblings, Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov is the latest and currently last Tsar of Russia. He married German Princess Alex of Hesse, who changed her name to Alexandra Fyodorovna and had
think
4
we heard this
daughters
already.
and 1 son. Coronated as Tsar at age 26, he expressed some doubts about wanting the position.
However, he persevered as he thought it was best for his people.
In 1904, Russia and Japan went to war in Manchuria. The Tsar himself was caught off guard as he was not expecting the war. They clashed throughout the region and the Sea of Japan, with the opening battle being at Port Arthur, now called Ryojin under the Japanese. The disastrous events of the war led to the First Russian Revolution and the subsequent attempts at reform. In 1914, Europe fell into the Great War and the Tsar joined Russia with France and the United Kingdom as part of the Triple Entente. As Russia faced defeats, the Tsar took control as commander-in-chief in 1915, leaving domestic affairs to the Tsaritsa. He was based in Russian Poland and would not return home from the front until 1917.
No ads for me. Shout out Improv. Well, yeah, welcome in, Bugsy. How you doing today? W Improv indeed. Hype chest. I got a kitty hype emote.
Despite this, Russia continued to suffer military defeats. The catastrophic situation led to mass unrest in the country. Finally, the Tsar was forced to abdicate, and a new provisional government took charge. Him and his family were put under house arrest. He was shot dead late last night along with his wife and children while they were in exile under the Bolsheviks, and his remains burned.
I guess
Has
they just
this guy
summarize
ever
everything.
won anything?
Participation medal?
Alongside this, I also have some important files to submit.
Oh. Declaration of war added. Correspondences of the Tsar added.
If you have any questions, be not afraid to ask.
Okay. Declaration of war. Japan sent a formal declaration of war to Russia on 8th of February 1904. However, it only arrived 3 hours after Japan already launched a surprise attack on the Russian Far East Fleet in Port Arthur, catching the Russians off guard. The declaration emphasizes that Japan felt threatened by Russian ambitions in Korea. Okay. Correspondences of the Tsar. A set of correspondences between the Tsar and his cousin, Kaiser Wilhelm II. In it, the Kaiser constantly encourages the Tsar to go to war against Japan. However, Nicholas kept rejecting and wanted to compromise and avoid conflict. This made the Kaiser consider him a coward and even insulted him with, "You innocent angel," via telegram. Is that really an insult to be called an angel? I guess they're just built a little.
For the leader of a massive army, he does not have a good track record when it comes to military achievements.
But he has a couple of medals on his
All
uniform.
bark, no bite. He tries to show an air of dominance only to become the global laughingstock.
If it's a crime to be a fool, then I'm guilty.
Unfortunately for the defense, I doubt his naivety can be used as an excuse this time.
Defense, the prosecution has laid out their second accusation, that the defendant is guilty of the sin of wrath, being a warmonger who dragged his empire into 2 devastating wars. If you believe there are any mitigating or exonerating factors for this sin, please make your argument.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I'll have to somehow show that despite being involved in 2 wars, he's not a bloodthirsty conqueror. At this point, maybe the best bet is to get more info and find an angle to work with. I should
Already got
tackle
it
one
in
of
the
them
bag.
before moving on to the other.
We've already got this. You press P. Okay, got it. So I think if we press the same stuff, they'll tell us the same stuff. So I'm just gonna try to find the ones we didn't do, like this one.
Did the Tsar send any help to his navy here? Surely he wouldn't abandon his men.
He did actually. He sent the Baltic fleet across the world as reinforcements.
Oh.
Ha! See? He saved his fleet.
But it was a disaster.
Oh god.
The fleet encountered so many issues, from firing at British fishermen mistaking them for Japanese vessels, to having an opium epidemic.
Oh.
And when the fleet finally arrived, they were defeated immediately.
Shit. Yeah, me too, Ned. Well, welcome in, Cole. Look who it is. Here's your shout out. You're welcome. The Long Dark. Did I ask you about that already before? Hey, welcome.
Well, he had good intentions.
Oh, guess what? Guess what also happened today? Actually, I recorded for my sampler. So, for those of you who don't know, I had to audition for 185 individual projects, and I would get a free voice sampler out of it. And I recorded the sampler stuff today. So, yeah, that's gonna be a work in progress. How'd that go? It's as you said. Like, I feel like I could have done better, but they said there was nothing wrong with it. So, you want to like perfect it, but you don't want to take up too much of their time, you know? But I think I'm okay with the takes I did, you know? And eventually it will get updated, you know, and whatnot. So it's not a demo like yours is. It's just a sampler of character I can do, I guess. But yeah, it's something, right? You did Snowy Winter Canada Day? Right, I remember now. Did you finish, your demo's finished, right? Have you had the opportunity to send it out at all? What was that human expression about the road to hell again? That's awesome. Yeah, lots of W's today for Zay, you know? Zay is doing great today. Yeah, I've used it a bit. I need to put a website together. I thought about commissioning someone to do my card for me, but I found a template, so that's what I've been using. Then there's people with actual websites, and I'm like, card will do it for me. It's easy, you know? I don't need to think about it too much. It's just, you put in information and whatnot. Easy stuff, you know? I just need to add more professional voice acting stuff, like a raw audio of my booth and whatnot. But I get to add this game. I get to add that I was in this game on it, you know? Oh shit. A bit confusing to figure out how this. Oh, I don't think we read this one. Oh, okay. His accusation is warmonger, so they put that at the top. Got it. In 1904, Russia and Japan went to war in Manchuria. The Tsar himself was caught off guard as he was not expecting the war. Press.
Wait, why exactly was he surprised about the war? Wouldn't the highest commanding officer know about a war they were preparing for?
That's because Russia wasn't preparing for war in the first place. War started with a surprise attack on the ships of Port Arthur without a declaration of war.
Hi, Kairos. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I'll give you a shout out. Oh. Boop. There's a bunch of stuff to put together for it, indeed. A lot more stuff than you'd think you'd need. So far, I've just been putting things that I've actually been in, and I've got some auditions on there too. Zay, you know what you should play? What should I play? Congrats, Zay. Thank you, Titan. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, Elsa. How you doing today? Oh, sorry. Watch Severance. I haven't heard of that before. What's it about? Is it an anime? Also.
Well, technically there was a declaration, but it purposefully arrived 3 hours after the attack already began.
Very honorable.
Very honorable. Let me just... Purposely arrived 3 hours. Yeah, okay.
Victory wipes away dishonor.
Let me guess. My client didn't think anyone would attack without saying so first. Not polite to tear each other apart without agreeing on it, I suppose.
Precisely.
Precisely, yes.
The Tsar was really surprised by the attack, almost incredulous, especially since his ministers assured him nothing would happen.
Damn.
To be fair though, in this day and age, two formal states going to war without a declaration is rather unusual.
All my work friends are watching Severance. I don't know what it is, but it's probably good since all my friends are picky. But what is it? Is it a, like, with real actors, on animation, anime? What's it about? I've been wanting to get back into watching anime, but it just... The grind, you know, it calls to me. I've been watching more, like... I've been watching more of real people shows, like Hell's Kitchen. And, you know, Love It or List It, or YouTube. I think it's real actors, and it's probably a work-related show. I peek, yeah, if you don't mind looking it up for me, thanks.
Well, that's just rude of the Japanese then, ain't it? Could you amend the testimony to include this info? This feels very important.
Sure.
Docking this. It's still colored, which... I think I get it. We only get to cycle up. It's still colored. I'm gonna press it again just to make sure. Hey, saw you were in a game. Who's your character? Where to go? I am Girl B in the introduction. Well, technically she does have a name. Her name's Olga, but you know, she got murked at the beginning of the game. But in the game nonetheless, you know? Also, welcome in though, Zach. How you doing today? Severance is a TV series that follows employees at the mysterious Lumen Industries, where workers undergo a surgical... I was trying to shorten that, but yes. Undergo a surgical procedure called severance that splits their consciousness into two separate identities. Their And out. Okay, interesting. Work persona and out. Wait, I did see a clip of this. They have no memory of their work life when they leave the office and vice versa, creating a bizarre disconnect between their professional and personal lives. I did see a clip of this before, actually. How could they turn that into a show, though? Do they just focus in on different people? I remember the watch party days. Yeah, the good old days. I guess we'd have to find something else to watch party. We last watch partied Arcane Season 2 because I really wanted to watch that. But we gotta start picking out other shows too. I think Dank has been the flag bearer and giving a bunch of suggestions too. I think he suggested Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, Gate, and Evangelion, all of which I haven't seen before. I'd have to go into my notes and see if I have any suggestions as well. Girl B, hell yeah, hell yeah. You know what? It's a game. We take those. It's like Tree 7, you know? It's on Apple TV, hence why people see clips and never watch it. Ah, yes, that makes sense. It's categorized as sci-fi psychological thriller. I see. Evangelion would be a fun watch. Tough to explain, but fun to watch. I also had... Isn't Evangelion like a... What is it? Gundam thing? Or is it like a mecha thing? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot about it. My old roommate from college, though, she hated that series for some reason. Yeah, we take those dubs? Indeed. I'm in another game, though, and I have more lines than that. I'm just under NDA to not talk about it. Did I press this again? Did I press this again? I'm sorry, I have a goldfish for a brain. I'm pressing it again. Just making sure. The Tsar wasn't even expecting to go to war in the first place.
No. He was assured the Japanese would never attack.
Interesting. Watch party would be nice. We do them. Or we did them before. Evangelion is a mecha, yes, but it's a psychological thing too. Oh, it's like how? Ooh, okay. I see. Well, it's going in the poll anyways, because I was in his top 3 of suggestions, but I suppose we could start scheduling watch parties again. I'd have to check my schedule. Let me just open up my little thing really quick. What the hell? Oh! I didn't see this before, but Riley also Riley sent $25 on my microphone raising on Throne. I'll have to thank her for that later. Jesus Christ, Riley. Yes, I'm in a game as well. It's planned to be a very long game. Hyped for it to come out. Isn't it exciting? And part of it is just seeing a project that you're in finally complete, you know? Like or like having a finished product, you know? Because you're in so many projects, but none of them are progressing, or they're like no tangible, or it's very slow, and it's not quite yet tangible, and you're not seeing what your lines look like in it yet. So it's great to see lines that I've completed in something. In 1914, Europe fell into a great war, and Russia, under the Tsar, took part on the side known as the Entente.
Hold on a second. This big war with the Entente, how and why did that start?
Objection. Relevance. Why so interested in politics all of a sudden? If we were to discuss why everyone is at war with each other, we'd be here all day.
Well, we're discussing my client, Satan, so suck it!
True. I haven't been keeping up with the war, but even I can tell that this is very complex. Let's avoid this subject for the moment, until we're sure it's needed.
Guess I should focus on other points for now.
Bruh. Huh? Fine. As Russia faced defeats, the Tsar took control as commander-in-chief in 1915, leaving domestic affairs to the Tsaritsa. He was based in Russian Poland and would not return from the front until 1917. Oh, I remember this game. I saw the project posting. This game? Outlawyers? I'm honored that you've heard of it. I've been spreading it around as well. To all my friends, I was like messaging. I was like, I'm in a game, tee. And then they were like, I want to play it because you're in it. And I can say I know you. I know someone in a game.
How was the Tsaritsa Izarula? Did the Tsar leave his country in good hands?
Oh, she was not well regarded by the populace.
Damn.
As a German, the people of Russia widely distrusted her, and the rumor that she was under the control of a mystic didn't help.
That's an interesting rumor. But I'm glad you've heard of this game at least. Yeah, I did. Paul is a lawyer or something. Paul? Is that Ned's voice actor? Oh, hold on. He'll come up, but
Seems
this
his
is him.
wife had a hard time being queen.
You recognize the voice at all? Potentially? Under his command, Russia suffered numerous military defeats until revolutionaries forced his abdication and placed him under house arrest.
How exactly did it lead to unrest? Shouldn't everyone be rallying against the enemy?
They did, at first. But after losing so much, their morale simply broke. And with the Tsar taking personal command, the people easily blamed him.
Or he's Satan, because he's the prosecutor, but his voice isn't. Working on this one, deservedly, if I may add.
Guess patriotism can only carry you so
Oops, sorry. The disastrous events of the war were one factor that led to the First Russian Revolution and subsequent attempts at reform. This first revolution, how did the Tsar react?
It's the revolution we talked about earlier. This one ended with the signing of the October Manifesto, which was meant to limit his power. It includes promises of universal suffrage, basic inalienable rights for his citizens, and the establishment of the Duma, the state parliament.
Man, they keep... This man's just gone mute. Such simple promises to uphold, and yet he simply can't help but be a tyrant. Yeah, stay him down, Ned. He was shot dead late. Oh wait, we already read this one. So, Warmonger. He was taken by surprise, I think is the one. So, in 1904, Japan launched a surprise attack against Russia without a declaration of war, shocking the Tsar. Jews! Bullseye!
People of the court, I'm afraid we have a grave misunderstanding about the defendant's motives.
No.
Prosecution. Just to clarify, what exactly do you mean by warmonger? What makes him one?
Simple. A warmonger is one who indulges in war without remorse or proper justification. They view conquest as a glorious achievement, and not the senseless atrocity that it is.
Interesting. By that definition, my client is
The opposite?
a peacemonger.
Okay. You're so clever, Ned. Good one, good one. Brilliant.
What?
What?
A what monger?
Never mind that. How can you earnestly claim that this monster desired peace when he carelessly slaughtered hundreds of thousands of men in a war that he
did not start?
Oh. Critical.
What led up to this war? Russian ships were attacked unannounced by the Empire of Japan. They only received a declaration of war 3 hours after their attack on Port Arthur. This is no case of warmongering.
Loading it?
Neither was my client bullying a helpless, smaller nation. This
Oh,
was justified
shots fired.
self-defense.
Get him, Ned.
Oh, he's right.
Like so many responsibilities in his life, that war was thrust upon him. He wasn't looking for a fight. It came to him when his men were attacked. He sent troops from the other side of the world to beat back the aggressors. He was their hero.
Your obsession
Ooh.
with your client's supposed benevolence is amusing. But since you enjoy idolizing him so much, I'd like to hear your opinion on Japan's justification to declare war in the first place.
Their justification?
It's spelled out in their declaration. It was Russia's expansion and garrisoning in Manchuria that threatened the Far East and prompted the Battle of Port Arthur.
Let me put up my notes too. Not those notes. These notes. Okay, wait. This note. Okay, this doesn't have a lot of information about us. Oh wait, here. Right? Yeah. Yeah! Hi, welcome to Streamport. How you doing today?
No wonder they didn't wait for their declaration to be accepted. The Tsar's orders to fortify their presence in Manchuria were a tactic, declaration in and of themselves.
Well, look who's falling for state-sponsored propaganda now. Are you seriously believing the words from another imperial power? One that attacked first, mind you.
Politics is all show. What could his military have been doing in the region if not quietly annexing it? Especially after stalling negotiations on leaving their sphere of influence.
I just finished DMing my first D&D session. Oh, how was it? It was a one-shot, right? I think Jack and Charlie were talking about their characters the other day. We met up. How's stream so far? It has been amazing so far. For starters, I'm in this game. So, I die in the introduction, but in this, lines are lines, okay? Secondly, I got casted for one of the projects I really wanted to be part of. So, amazing. Third, we reached one of our sub-goals, I think. For the Chat's Choice Smasher Pass. So we've been chilling. It's going amazing today. And also I recorded a official sampler earlier today, so it was fun, not a one-shot, but the start of a good campaign it seems. Oh, okay, I see. Well, good. I'm glad it'll be more than one session, because, you know, we make characters, so you want to use them as much as possible. But that's awesome, love that. Yeah, it's very, very cool. It's amazing. And I got to play it on stream, which is even cooler.
Just as we've seen
How many sessions do you think it'll end up being?
This man is perfectly content underestimating conflicts he planned to take part in. His men being massacred doesn't prove he was innocent. He sent his soldiers to kill and die in defense of a far-off Imperial vanity project. How can you be so sure that he didn't want war to come upon him?
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked, Satan.
Common
Check out
sense.
these
Take
these
one
letters.
Look at the guy. Not possible.
What?
What? Quite a few, not gonna lie. I think, well, one of the sessions I'm in was meant to be maybe a one-shot-ish, kinda. But we've done 10 sessions so far, potentially. It'll probably take at least this year if we can keep it going. Well, good luck. Scheduling is, actually, I guess I should name on stream. Is Blue Saber part of it too? Or is it just, the other two?
Just so happens.
Oh, he is
that
part
I
of it.
have
Nice!
All I need.
One.
Right here.
These papers, correspondence from the Tsar and the Kaiser.
Easy, easy. Read it and weep,
What could
Satan!
possibly have to do with all this?
Germany isn't Japan, evidently, but these letters are about Japan. If you wade through the Kaiser's ramblings about containing the Yellow Menace, the Tsar, honestly, tried to avoid war.
It's Bubbles, Jack, Saber, and a few others. Nice. Very excited. Very excited for you. Do you
His
think it went
advisors
well?
Told him not to go to war, and he himself
They didn't
believed
kick ass too
the
easily?
Japanese would never attack the great power of Russia. In fact, my client was insulted by being called an innocent angel by the Kaiser because he kept wanting peace. Such a horrific insult.
Wait, what's wrong with being called an angel?
His
Hello?
private conversations show that he really tried to maintain peace.
I can't believe this. I'm coming for that Kaiser when his day arrives.
Damn, okay.
Oh my. Reading these letters, it seems that the German Emperor truly hates the Japanese. Have they settled their differences by now?
They kinda did. Had a body dumped out a window. That's, you know, that's nothing. Typical D&D stuff. We streamed a session of one of my D&D campaigns the other day, and they jumped on the back of a basilisk and rode it like a horse. Not literally, but they were like beating it up from its back. They like did a cheerleader's toss to throw him up there in the first place as well. With his legs broken backwards. I see. Bit over the top, but okay. And his head crushed in on it. Ew. Ew. I can't say that we, and Frozen. Oh. You know, he's dead anyways, right? Oh. I think we rolled a body up in a cart, a rug once, and brought it through town. No, I don't know if they rolled it up in the carpet first or before or after they dressed him up to make him look like he was alive and just really drunk, but anyway, you know, the things, the corpses of D&D are meant to be messed with, it seems. It is just their fate nowadays.
Well, they are currently at war, so no.
I hope that one day Germany and Japan can settle their differences and become friends.
Very noble of you, St. Peter.
I don't really see an access for them to find common ground on.
Though the Tsar seemingly had not planned for war, it was his decision to reinforce his unlawful expansionism in Asia that sparked it regardless.
Perhaps. But why the historians debate that?
To be fair, he deserved it. The NPC was a horrible person. I don't think the guy we did it to deserved it, but you know what? If he deserved it, then he deserved it. You know?
The accusation levied to my client is warmongering, not mismanagement. Well, I doubt wanting a port that wasn't frozen over half the year was just an excuse for war. My client tried his best to stay away from a fight, and clearly he did not have the forethought to beat Japan into war for his own benefit. Unless you have something to prove otherwise.
Ooh.
The argument made by the defense is sound. And I do not think his conduct in the Russo-Japanese War shows him as bloodthirsty.
It doesn't matter. Well done. I must commend you on your efforts.
Why, thank you. But I have a feeling you're not quite done, are you?
No, I concede that you are right. Japan was the aggressor, and there's nothing more to say on the matter. You've proven his innocence in this small, forgotten war. A footnote in his portfolio, really.
You sure cared a lot about those hundreds of thousands of casualties until right now.
True.
But I believe it's time for us to move on from this minor skirmish of Manchuria and see the main event. We still have yet to talk about the current war with Central Powers, who many have dubbed the Great War.
Lol, I'm bookmarking this. This looks silly. It's a good game so far, actually. Very interesting. A little bit... I don't want to say it's like Ace Attorney, because they're kind of different. But It has good art. It has good voices. I say, as one of the voices in the introduction, you know, just throwing that out there, you know. Um, but it's a good game so far. It's very interesting. I don't know a lot about history, so they're teaching me a lot about it. But the characters are interesting. Satan's kind of goofy. Ned's funny. Ned's really funny.
Their millions are sent to their deaths.
And this guy with his whole, like, crushing skull bit.
What does it matter that he fought rightfully in self-defense in a minor conflict when you neglected to even bring up the Great War?
As someone who played Ace Attorney, this catches my eye. It's really good so far. I highly recommend it. It's, I pinned it, the link to the game on my stream, if you're interested. They have only released chapter 1 so far, but they're getting funding for their Kickstarter to do the full game, I think. As a fellow Ace Attorney enjoyer, I agree. I highly recommend it. They're so nice too. I definitely recommend it. Jim Milton, who made it, he was really nice talking to me. He's very excited about me streaming it too. His programmer, apparently, was sad that they're missing it too. Because it's like, now it's 9 a.m. where they are, but before when we were messaging, it was like 5 a.m. for them. So I'm assuming he and his programmer fell asleep. But they were like, I'm gonna miss a Catgirl streamer, biggest regret. And they're just so nice. Also, hi Z, hopefully you've been well. I have been, thank you for asking. I hope you've been well too.
I was gonna get to that.
And no, this time there is no case for justified self-defense. Russia entered the war by attacking neighboring countries first.
I don't know how many points they go through. I guess we can go. I'm just trying to be mindful of time a little bit because I don't usually do for long. They only have chapter 1 released, but if we need to do 2 streams, that's okay.
Russia was the first to launch an offensive into East Prussia and then into Galicia. You cannot argue defense when you were the one with the opening salvo.
True.
Russia attacked first? That true?
Yes, Russia was the first to mobilize and attack its neighbors, with the Russian 1st and 2nd Army being sent into Germany with the goal of eventually taking Berlin.
Did they succeed?
Is Berlin currently Russian?
Damn.
Tannenberg was a long week for us in the Department of Death.
Like a bull, charging headfirst into a wall.
Looks like it's back to cross-examining his life. There must be something about the Great War
Very well.
Oops, sorry.
Now that the matter of the war with Japan is settled, let us continue the examination.
I'm ready.
I'm
Looks
ready.
like old Satan is getting nervous. Could be it finally dawned on him that Nikki might just go free. Still, I should watch out for whatever he has planned.
Indeed. Okay, so we need to find something relating to the Great War. I believe we pressed on everything, but this one they told us to come back to. I think, if I remember right, they told us to come back to one of them. In 1914, Europe fell into the Great War, and the Tsar joined Russia with France and the United Kingdom as part of the Triple Entente. Sorry, I don't know.
Hold on a second. This big war with the Entente. How and why did that start?
Objection. Relevance.
Damn it!
Why so interested in politics all of us?
True. He's learning a...
Didn't we just talk about the reason he went to
here
war
we
with
go.
Japan? And that it helped prove he's not a warmonger? At the end of the day, whether or not Russia went to war or just sat back lollygagging was up to the Tsar.
Indeed.
It's especially important to learn about the reason since Russia attacked first. Matter of fact, I'd say it's suspicious to object to something like that.
Oh, he's angry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Your argument is valid.
Thank you, Peter.
Overruled. The defense's question will be heard.
Yeah, now they're listening to me.
Thank you, Your Honor. Azrael, could you tell us what caused the war and why Russia joined?
On it. Russia is allied with the small Balkan country of Serbia, a Slavic nation bordering the Empire of Austria-Hungary. Austro-Hungarian Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated by a Slavic nationalist group called Young Bosnia, which was associated with a larger group known as the Black Hand, which wanted to unify the South Slavic people in one nation. The Empire suspected the group had connections to Serbia, causing outrage in the imperial government.
The Black Hand? Such a sinister name. But why did they kill him?
If we were to discuss all the intricacies of Balkan politics, we would be here for the rest of eternity.
It's a long story. For another time. What you should know is the ensuing crisis is what led Austria-Hungary to declaring war on Serbia. Russia, despite having no formal treaty, then declared war on Austria-Hungary and launched an invasion into both countries to support Serbia.
No. No!
Oh.
This can't be. How could he do this?
Am I finally getting through?
Maybe a bit.
What's the matter, Defense? Is there a grave issue?
Defense, what's wrong? I can sense you're pale.
You mean to tell me that this whole time I've been defending a man who went to war with my home of Australia?
Oh shit. Okay. I feel like this is some personal conflict and we should not be defending him anymore.
Ned, Australia and Austria are
Oh wait,
completely
never mind.
different places.
I can read. Good call.
Huh?
There you go.
Austria is an Alpine European country that's one half of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, while Australia is a British Commonwealth country
I thought I
in the
missed.
Southern Pacific.
I thought I. Okay. Never mind. We can both read, I'm sure. Oh, we mixed. So we mixed up Australia and Australia. Okay. Easy mistake. I've made that mistake.
So yes, pretty sure they are different.
You're
Also,
safe, Ned.
Russia and
Yippee!
Australia are on the same side, so don't worry about them fighting.
Ah,
Brilliant. He's scared.
I was wondering when we conquered Hungary.
And here I thought you were starting to feel basic empathy for the victims.
Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Thanks for almost making me feel some.
Anytime.
So, Russia
Genius,
joined
okay.
the war because of Serbia. Seems like a lot of trouble for a small ally.
My brain is so
Why,
tiny.
it's almost
I
as if
apologize. I got mixed
it
up
was
too.
merely an excuse.
Things went to hell after that. Literally for a lot of them. This is important information. Could this be added to the testimony?
Sure. Which part specifically?
That Australia and Austria are different countries. That Russia fought to defend Serbia.
That Russia fought to defend Serbia, who was being attacked.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Azriel. In 1914, Russia joined the war on the side of the Entente to defend their fellow Slavic ally Serbia, who was under threat by the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Boop. Bullseye. I wonder
Well,
what happens if you choose wrong.
Looks like you were right. I have to hand it to you, Satan. You got me. My client clearly wasn't just defending himself. Good on you, mate.
We were
Wipe
defending
that
an
smug look off the
ally.
face we all know is under that helmet. You obviously have another farce to waste the court's time on.
Hey now,
This is-
patience is a virtue, ain't it?
The prosecutor in this game is a lot nicer than the prosecutors in Ace Attorney. And I appreciate that, because the prosecutors in Ace Attorney, while hot, they kind of mean to me.
This is asinine. What could be more cut and dried warmongering than marching into another man's home and shooting him dead?
Although it could just be Van Zeeks in Ace Attorney Chronicles that in his blatant racism that could make him worse. I don't know. That could make him meaner than Satan, who doesn't. care for that and is more focused on victims and their justice, you know?
Is there ever a situation where it is justified outside of self-defense?
And what if he was strangling your brother?
Strangling your...
Defense? Where is this going?
I don't know about you, but if my brother were in trouble, I would do everything I can to save him. Recall that Austria-Hungary was laying out Serbia
Austria,
for the death of their
not
archduke
Australia.
when Russia attacked. I'm not Serbia's attorney, so I don't know the details of the case, but nonetheless, they were facing total destruction. Serbia was lucky to have reliable allies, and that hero in shining armor came to their rescue as hoped. So, tell me,
Oh, the glint in his eye.
what could be more cut and dried heroism than making a stand for your ally?
Oh, I see what you mean.
He's right.
What? Heroism? Is there no end to this madness?
His mate
I love when he looks
Serbia
like that.
was being attacked, and instead of sitting by, he went out of his way to help. Of course,
A real bro.
it's heroic to save a little guy from big bullies.
This means nothing. This proves nothing. Lies and excuses, the peak of absurdity. This relationship with Serbia is nothing but a power play. A cause for war in Europe to expand his influence. The Tsar helped Serbia to maintain Russian prestige.
Maybe you're right. Part of it is just some big power play. Maybe you're right about wanting to maintain Russian prestige. Maybe he had more than one reason to fight. But that doesn't change the fact that the trigger for him joining the war is still to defend Serbia. Your ideas of why he went to war is still just unproven speculation. Face it, he's no warmonger. He's always got a good reason.
No, you can't just...
He just did! Eat it!
I've heard enough. According to the facts of the matter, we can safely assume the defendant did not seek war in the East or the West. As such, none the accusation that he is guilty of the sin of wrath for warmonger. The defendant is not guilty.
Brilliant! Yay!
The defendant is a man who fought wars when he felt he must, and otherwise tried to avoid conflict. Though clearly, he is very bad at it.
Damn! No need to call him out.
Thank you, Your Honor, for seeing what a big softy he actually is.
Do not misinterpret the point of this trial. I can only agree with the prosecution that this was the consequence of the Tsar's imperial ambitions. His conduct in foreign affairs worry me, as does his vilification for the Asian races visible from his letters.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice those.
However, his intentions were innocent enough to warrant some leeway. He cannot be damned for wars he had so little volition in being a part of.
Mighty kind of you, Your Honor. So, my fiery friend, ready to fold? Have any objections to my peacemonger?
He may not be a warmonger, but I have a variety of sins to bring up, many of them from his long tenure.
I'm gonna save here, just continuing.
Unjust orders, foolish behavior, impolite comments, trying to Russify Finland.
Go ahead. Bring 'em on. Though, since I presume none of them are as bad as the things you just accused him of, I don't mind airing his dirty laundry. As long as he doesn't go to hell.
Indeed. It's important for us to see all his wrongdoings, though as it stands, it's unlikely he'll go to hell for them.
Ooh, okay.
He's actually stumped.
What's he got in his pocket?
It should be smooth riding from
He's
here.
about to whip it out.
Now
I know
all
it.
that's left is the formalities, and we can...
Stop!
Oh?
Huh?
Oh?
What is going on?
I have just been handed an order from the Department of Prayer and Intercession.
Okay.
It's an order that this trial is to have a witness.
A witness?
A witness?
A witness?
They got
What
me
is
too.
this? I have not been told about this.
A witness? Most of the time, an angel of death is sufficient. A witness? Are surprise witnesses even allowed? Who's this witness you're talking about?
I don't know, but I'm afraid this order came from above. I wasn't expecting a witness for this trial.
Are they just gonna whip one up, or does the prosecution come up with one? Do we come up with one?
It seems whoever this witness is has an accusation against the defendant. An
Oh.
accusation of betrayal.
Betrayal?
What?
Betrayal? The worst sin of all?
How was I not informed of this? I'm the prosecutor of this case. In fact, I'm the head of all prosecutors in the afterlife.
Good question, indeed.
It's not my call. I didn't even know about this witness until a minute ago. It seems the witness is to come to the stand as soon as possible.
Just what the hell is going on here? I thought things were wrapping up, and now there's a surprise witness.
After reading the necessary paperwork, it's true. A witness shall be joining us for a new accusation.
Oh.
If it's as serious as it seems, then it's important we listen to this person. The court will hear this witness. This accusation cannot be ignored.
Stay over. Oops. No. Just so future me.
This sounds terrible. Should I say something?
I don't know how bad the consequences are in this game. In Ace Attorney, you always want to say something, but in this one, I'm not completely sure yet. I saved, right? Objection.
Your Honor, I don't think we should bring in this witness. No one has been informed of the existence of this witness prior to this. And it's going against convention. This is especially unfair to the defense, who has had no time to prepare or learn of this.
I am sorry, defense.
Damn it.
I understand your point of view, but this order came from above, and I must adhere to it.
Above
And
sucks.
truth be told, even if I had the power to go against it, I would still choose to hear this witness. An incredible and serious accusation like this must be heard.
Worth a shot.
Worth a shot,
Well,
indeed.
It seems justice shall be done after all. Just as it seemed he'd escape his fate, divine intervention has clipped this devil's wings. Do you still wish to defend him, even knowing just how stacked against you everything is? You could
Yeah.
simply give up, leave him to where he belongs.
What kind of question is that? I can take him.
Doesn't matter who I'm up against.
In a fight, obviously.
Even if I'm up against heaven or hell, I can take him.
Clearly someone here is guilty of pride in the highest order.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for your contributions, Azrael. Please summon the witness to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. I should submit the recounting of his life we have so far as evidence. It may be important.
Counting of the SARS life added. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Facts
Hope
in
you've been
order.
paying attention.
Yep.
Anyway, I will
A
bring
little
in the
bit.
witness.
Oh, hey man. I'm gonna save. I think we might have to continue this another time. I got business to attend to. God, he looks like... I'm pretty sure he's a priest, and he does not look like he is a good one. A saint, and all, so... Great cliffhanger. Leave off phone. We have saved, so it and start looking for someone to raid. Let's see. I hope you guys have been enjoying that game so far. I'm really excited for it. I'm really hooked now. They really got me going. I'm locked in and I'm ready to continue. I don't know how much we have left. It is they only have a chapter 1 out right now. I don't know how long the demo was originally, but I'd assume we're maybe halfway or something. Yeah, it really is hooking me in. Yeah, it really is. It's everything I wanted and more. And I'm so excited to get to the bottom of that case. I'm still wondering about the overarching mystery that they talk about in their little summary. But I'm sure it'll come back and bite us sometime. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you, I appreciate it. We gotta find someone to raid out though, too. It's been a minute since we've seen Now What? So why don't we drop by his stream? He's currently playing Repo. I don't understand all the Repo hype, but you know, what do I know, right? Raid Now What X. I heard it's like lead the company a little bit, but let's get this out of the way. Free raid, sub raid. Here are our raid messages. If you guys wouldn't mind copying them and spamming them when we get over there, I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for today's stream. I've really been enjoying this game, and I hope you guys have been as well. But also, just thank you guys so much for the support and being as excited as I am to experience this game that I'm part of. And also, if you guys download it, let me know. Let me know what you think of that girl B voice actress, you know? Little Miss Olga. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I don't know what streams. I don't think we'll be streaming at any time rest of this week. But on Sunday we'll be on Milady's stream at Squeeze VT. If you're interested, we'll be playing Splitgate. I record those sessions so I can turn them into a video later. But we'll be back next week. Don't ask me what we're doing because I'm not sure. We're probably gonna finish this at some point. Probably next week. And Ace Attorney on Wednesday, the usual. But copy the raid message. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Also, welcome in, Vivi. I'm sorry you just got here. We're ending. Bye, guys. Thank you for coming.